Hello everyone and welcome to a new series on my channel. So this series is going to be called Alphabet FIFA, and what this series is all going to be about is we're going to go through the alphabet A to Z, and we're going to pick out a player for each team. So for example, the first squad we have here today starts with A, so somebody with the last name or first name that starts with A, we get to choose, and then we build a team around them. It's just one player that we're building around, and I'm gonna try to use players that maybe don't get used a lot, or that just in particular that I want to use that I have not used this year. Um, and I think we're gonna have a blast with this. I think it's gonna be a very fun time. Hopefully, really creative squads will get built. And hopefully we'll just have a enjoy a time. It's not about winning or losing or anything like that. It's just about seeing how players perform. Obviously, we want to have we want to win. We want to get some good goals and things like that. It always makes it more enjoyable. But it's more of a relaxed kind of thing that we're gonna be doing. So let's go ahead and meet the team for our A squad. So in goal we have Manuel Neuer. I haven't used him this game, but I just can't imagine him being anything other than just an absolute legend. That's just Manuel Neuer for him. At left back we have David Alaba, once again, just an absolute beast in this game. At left center back, we have Boateng. Once again, just the dude's just unreal. These three right here are just they're too good to really be allowed on the same team. It's just ridiculous. That Bayern team's a super squad. And at right center back, we have Inform Miranda. Now let's take a look at this card. 77 pace, 90 defense, and 82 physical. There's no way he's not going to tear it up. He just has to be able to tear it up. He's that good. He looks that good. All right. And so at right back, we have another link with Montoya, who doesn't look terrible. He's got a decently well-rounded card. Everything's 70 plus except for his shooting. So he's pretty quick. So he should, do the job pretty well. But we'll see how he does. And at right center mid, we have a Cam in the form of N4 Perisic, and this is one of the guys that I really, really wanted to use. I haven't used him at all this year. He's got 4-star skill, he's a 5-star weak foot, but his card's really well rounded. Once again, would be a member of the 80 plus club if he, was good at defense. Obviously, he's an attacking minded player. He's not defensive minded, so he doesn't have high defense, but he's got everything. He's got good pace. He's got pretty good shooting, good passing, decent dribbling, and decent physical. Like he's just a well-rounded card. I believe he's tall too, around 6 foot mark, I believe. So it's just everything you really want in a midfielder for an attacking side of the midfield. And at center mid we have, I believe, another Cam in the form of Oscar, and I haven't used him this year at all either. He looks alright. The medium high work rate on Oscar kind of concerns me for him being an attacking midfielder, but since we have Perisic right beside him, he should they should balance out. Oscar should help out in defense, while Perisic will probably stay more up the pitch, which will hopefully balance out fine. And then our left center mid is Inform Junazovic, I believe is how you say his name. And to me, he looks like an absolute beast. 70 plus and everything. He's the best defensive midfielder we have. I believe he has medium work rates, and I don't think he's the tallest guy. He's probably 5'9" ish, 5'10" ish, but that's all right. Um, he you should be able to pass really well. His dribbling's decent. Everything's just kind of decent about him, but it should make him a decent card. I know he's got really good free kicks, 90 something in most of the stats, and I think 70 something shot power. So hopefully we can curl some in with him. But overall, he's a very good card. It looks like. And so let's go meet our three attackers. At right wing, we have Willian. Now, Willian is another player I haven't used this game, and he's always been a favorite of mine. I really, when I first started playing this game in FIFA 14, I used him in a Brazilian team on that left side when he had a left mid card, and I just heel chop it and hit that finesse shot with Willian. It'd go far post, bang it in almost every time. It was absolutely ridiculous how accurate that is, and so I wanted to give him another go. I liked him last year too, but not as much. But so I really wanted to give Willian another go, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how well Willian performs. And at left forward, we actually have our player that we're gonna do the squad around. It's Arnautovic, team of the season Arnautovic, and I've only heard good things from this guy. Almost only. There's only one person I've heard bad things from, and that is Lasty. Uh, but Arnautovic has 85 pace, 89 shooting, 88 passing, 89 dribbling, and 88 physical. What an insane card. He's got 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and he's 6'4". He's fast. He's got just everything. He has everything. The only thing he doesn't have is 5-star skill moves. What else could you want? Or a 5-star weak foot. But 4-star, 4-star, that's plenty. There's no reason to complain about that. So this guy is quite literally the not Australian, oh man, the Austrian Ibrahimovic. He's a tank. The dude's just a tank. And another player at striker that I really wanted to use was Inform Defoe. I don't remember exactly why I fell in love with Inform Defoe, or why I fell in love with Defoe on FIFA. I believe it was either FIFA 14 or last year, FIFA 15, but I believe it was FIFA 14, my first FIFA. And I just made cheap Barclays teams, and Defoe just scored some shots for me in that game that I couldn't believe. This little man had such a heck of a right peg. And so I've always liked to use Defoe in the teams. I really haven't used him that much this year. And when I still had an inform, I had to get him into a team. So this is the team, guys. And let's see how we go on and fare with it. Well, guys, this team performed amazing. From a team that's very odd looking, in my opinion, they performed at the max height they could have, in my opinion. They just an absolute fantastic team. I think I'm going to keep them around and play with them some more off camera because they were that much fun. My defense, they were pretty damn good. I really didn't notice much. I mean, I was getting scored on here and there, but it really wasn't anything that BS or cheesy or anything like that. It was fair play. So I can't put anything knocks on Neuer. Alaba, Montoya were great, and I'd say Boateng and Inform Miranda did a fantastic job as well. Now talking about midfielders, Oscar Pearson and Junozovic all complement each other very well. It was a very, very good combination of attacking and defense at the same time. Oscar would definitely help getting back and making the tackle, as well as Junozovic, while Pearson stayed forward most of the time. One thing that did disappoint me about this team was Perisic's ability to score. He really didn't get in that many good positions, first of all, to score. But I really thought we were going to be able to put some sweet shots, some sweet goals, get some sweet goals for the team from Perisic with the 4-star skill moves and the 5-star weak foot. Having the stats he does, I really thought that was going to happen. But it didn't. I think Oscar got one goal, and I don't think Junozovic got any as well. But the front three, that's where this team outshone. Nice little header here. Oh yeah, we got a one header in with Junozovic. Really surprised about that. Really didn't think he was going to be able to get it over. Nice ball in from Willian though. But the team was all about our attackers. Look at this volley from Jermaine Defoe. An absolute sweet strike right there from outside the box. He flicks it up first time. Look, flick, bang, first time on that right peg. You're not going to miss that with Jermaine Defoe. Anyway, the team. We'll start with Willian since he's going on a little run right here. He was very good. He was surprising, to be quite honest. I didn't expect him to be as good on the ball or as quick. Even though he has that 89 pace, the game in general for me lately has been feeling very slow. So this team performing at a high level like they did, it was really refreshing and made the game fun again, to be quite honest. Arnautovic, what a beast the guy is. He's just an absolute tank. Look at him dribbling through everyone right here. This is absolutely, and then just puts it in off the post. A sublime finish with that run. He's just an absolute beast, and I can't recommend him enough. I'd say he passed the test for whatever we were testing, to be quite honest. He just killed it. And then Jermaine Defoe. I've always loved Jermaine Defoe ever since I started playing FIFA and FIFA 14. But this man, once he got his inform, I had to use him. His right peg is so strong. Well, we didn't score any ridiculous long shots with him or anything like that. But man, he always found himself in the right position, along with all the other attackers, to really get us all the goals we really needed. I mean, the games weren't all that close. I think I won every game by like at least 3, except for maybe 1. So all in all, it was a very fun time to play with, and I would definitely recommend this team to anyone. I think it's around 200 or 300k. I want to say near 300k. But it's definitely affordable for anyone that has any kind of coin total. So if I were going to go ahead and give recommendation to these players, I'd recommend Neuer by far. Definitely recommend Alaba. I would also recommend trying out his CDM card. It's very well good as well. I've used it before. I definitely recommend Boateng. I would recommend Miranda. He's only about 50k, so he doesn't. You could probably get away with his regular card and be just fine. But he's this card is really fantastic. So if you want that, if you've got the 50k laying around and you need a Brazilian center back or a Serie A center back, definitely recommend picking him up. Montoya was surprisingly good, a very cheap option to use. One of my other favorite options for the Serie A is Abate. Perisic, if you need him for chemistry reasons, I'd recommend him. He's good on the ball, but he doesn't provide anything too crazy. He got 3 assists, which isn't bad. Let's take Oscar got no assist, and Junazovic got no assist. So I mean, he does provide passing on the ball, but I just he didn't. To me, I didn't notice him that much in the game. Even with those 3 assists. So take it what you want it. He was 41k for me. So you could probably go somewhere better. Oscar, absolutely loved him. He's good on ball, good everything essentially for me. I have no complaints about him. And from Junazovic, for 24k, I'd say you're getting a pretty good deal on a pretty good player. How tall is he? 5'8". I was close. And he was high work rates. Um, I'd recommend him for anyone looking. And then Willian, I definitely recommend Willian as a cheap BPL winger. Uh, he can just flat out play. He's there right position, like I said many times. He'll score you goals. He'll get you assists. Great little player. Arnautovic, 100%. You pay 90k for him, and you get 90. You get well over 90k's value out of him. He's just as good as Ibrahimovic, but faster, and he's just a beast. There's no other way to put it around that. If Beast with FC was really still a thing, he'd be in that club. So definitely recommend you guys picking him up. And Jermaine Defoe for 14k, pick him up. There's no excuse not to really. He's a great little striker. As long as you have other guys around him that can play, he's not gonna do well as a solo up top. 4-2-3-1. With mids, outside mids. That's not gonna probably fly for Jermaine Defoe. But you get some wingers, get some forwards up there, and he's gonna do great things for you guys. And yeah, so I definitely recommend this team for anyone that was looking for a team to make. It's fantastic, and I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time too. So you know what, guys? I'd like to thank you for watching this first episode of Alphabet FIFA, and I hope to see you next time. Deuces.